Traditionally, watching 1970s Hong Kong cinema today is renowned for its dated and often grainy presentation. The soundtracks are fuzzy, and the subtitles incorrect and unintentionally comic. When we started out as Hong Kong Legends, we made the decision to change this completely and use the most advanced techniques available in the UK to produce the highest quality DVDs possible. This commitment has proved a challenge to deliver. The original materials we received from Hong Kong are near impossible to work with. Due to poor storage and neglect, or lack of funds and technology when the films were produced, the negatives we have to work with are often damaged, faded and incomplete, and the audio tracks are often fuzzy and accompanied by an audible buzz. The amount of work that goes into restoring a movie from scratch is considerable. Hundreds of thousands of pounds and many different companies are involved in this process. We have a large team across the UK, working hard to make each release the best ever. Here's how we do it. Traditionally, subtitles on Hong Kong movies are grammatically incorrect and rarely fit the screen properly. With HKL releases, we strive to rectify and improve on these problems. The major aims of this department are to ensure that the subtitles are as close to the original as possible, and that they reflect the cultural aspects that dubbed versions often fail to recognise. All this, and keep the subtitles as unobtrusive as possible, as well as allowing a comfortable reading speed. In the past, clumsy subtitles in Hong Kong films have caused the actors to come across as very comic characters. This may be appropriate to reflect in a Jackie Chan comedy, for example, but it is certainly not the case for films such as Iron Monkey or Once Upon a Time in China. To prevent this, our subtitling house gained a thorough understanding of the movie and its screenplay before translating the Cantonese and Mandarin script into accurate and grammatically correct English. The translated version is checked extensively to ensure that all the text is relevant to the dialogue in the film.
There is quite a culture gap and a language gap. I mean, for example, with European languages, you always have a literal translation is really quite easy to do. But with Chinese, it's such a different language, right? That it's a lot more metaphorical. So you really do have to be quite imaginative a lot of the time with trying to make sense of it.
The subtitles are then transferred into an electronic format that enables them to be fully visible on both normal and widescreen television screens. The key task of the audio restoration team is to clean up the sound sources of a movie, which often arrive from Hong Kong in a general state of disrepair. This may involve removing a hiss or buzz from the background, sharpening the voices, or synchronizing the sound with the picture. Our audio mixing and restoration company receive both English and Cantonese sound sources. These will be the dialogue, any sound effects and the music soundtrack. At HKL, we spend a great deal of time spreading the sound effects, music and dialogue across specific sound channels to give you the impression that gunfire or a large explosion, for example, is coming from behind you.
5.1 stands for left, centre, right, left surround, right surround, 5, and the 0.1's your subwoofer. That's 5.1.
This stage focuses on manipulating the sources to ensure effective surround sound and maximise the potential of this while you're watching the movie on your TV at home.
So what we do is bring cinema quality sound to the home viewer.
Over years of storage and handling, the physical film negative picks up scratches, dirt and sparkle. These blemishes will detract from the impact of the image and from the viewing experience. To restore the film to its original quality, the Telecine master is passed through a semi-automated process which removes sparkle, noise and minor dirt. Major problems like scratch must be removed by the operator to leave an unaffected picture. After its first pass through these processes, the film is loaded onto computer hard drives at uncompressed quality, and the remaining spots and scratches are painted out by an operator, frame by frame. Many hours of complex and intricate work go into producing a pristine version of the film, thereby enhancing your ultimate viewing pleasure.
We've got very similar frames either side, so this is not going to be terribly difficult to fix. We shall, bypassing the mask stage there, we'll just go straight into composite mode, whereby we can actually paint effectively with picture from the adjacent frame. So as I swipe over this with the cursor control, we're revealing the same picture but a frame earlier or later. It's almost like rubbing through a top layer and revealing a layer below. And carry on in that vein throughout the entire feature.
To produce the high-quality entertainment package that customers expect from a Hong Kong Legends DVD, a huge amount of work is done to edit trailers, design and animate menus, create biographies of stars and directors, and shoot and edit interviews. The production company works from the restored film to edit new trailers of all HKL releases. Original music is commissioned, and new title sequences are designed to convey the story and excitement of the release. In many cases, this will be the first new trailer for a particular movie since its original release many years ago. Moving menus are built up from motion graphics and edited footage to ensure that all parts of a DVD disc are as entertaining for the home viewer as the original movie feature. Painstaking creative work is carried out to showcase the films of stars like Bruce Lee, to present them in their full and deserved glory. Once the visual restoration and the sound mix have been completed, the translation and captioning finished, and the menus, elements and extras produced, it is time to encode the media and author the DVD. High-level and sophisticated encoding of all the video elements to MPEG-2 files is carried out to optimize picture quality.
The files created here are MPEG-2 video files, which will be used in production of DVD. That would be basically, they're like raw video files, so without the audio, and that would be using the point of authoring when creating a DVD disc.
The interactive architecture of the DVD must allow clear and precise navigation around the disc, linking through menus and features as well as syncing subtitles, audio commentaries and foreign language versions. It is the DVD author's job to make sure that the menu choice is linked to the relevant components within the DVD and that all the features play as intended. This complex system can take days to perfect for each disc. The final stage is to emulate the DVD disc and check that all navigation is correct, all links are operational, and that the DVD will work in domestic DVD players. The hard work and determination of the teams you have just seen has paid off. Apart from the range of extras we strive to acquire for each release, the key strength of our DVDs is the level of work and effort that we put into all aspects of design, as well as the audio and visual restoration. In this way, we are able to restore classic Hong Kong movies into arguably the finest versions of the films available in the world today.